Hello, my name is Yusef and welcome to part 37 of the movie Revolution. Now let's begin. So, it was the morning time, and but Sally was still sleeping when all of a sudden the alarm went off, which, which made her very upset. But eventually, she did get up out of bed, and her she got dressed. She brushed her teeth, went to the shower, got dressed. It was now time to figure out how they were going to organize the protest. She sat down, ate cereal, along with Margaret and Abigail. Of course, they, they were all eating their breakfast. They had a small meeting on how they were going to do it. And they were like, okay, guys. Well, Saturday was like, okay, guys, how we going to do this? Okay, so we know from the news that the anti-movie protesters are going to be protesting at the same time. And we all know that we're going to be protesting at the same time. Now, I don't want any violence happening, Sally says. And then she said to Abigail, I know you don't either. And Abigail, yeah, no. And then Abigail said, yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. So we need to get peaceful, right? Sally says. Abigail said, yeah, of course. Of course we have to keep it peaceful. Of course we do. Of course we do. Right? Of course we do. She said it 3 times, actually. Anyway, um, Margaret, actually, um, she actually called it, she actually mentioned that. she, she said to her, you said that 3 times, right? And then Abigail was like, I know I did. I, 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 I know. And then Sally says, okay, um, I'm going to have to call um, Tracy and his sister, everybody else, because we need to get the word out. And we also need to call Jackie Mack in order to get the American show too. I would like to go on them. I would like to, I would like to get some more eyes in that. And that will be the most eyes that we will ever get because the American show is huge right now. And we know that everything else is huge too. But that particularly is mega huge. Like mega huge right now. And Africa was like, agreed. And so and so Sally went to the kitchen. Well, she got she got up she got up and went to her the guest room, Abigail's and Margaret's guest room, and she called mm, well his number, Tracy's number, and said, "Hey, hey yo, we need some help. We need some more signs. We also need some more we also need some help with the press. I mean, maybe the American show, maybe. And Tracy was like, sure, no problem. And then he hung up. So, but then he called back. And then he says, what time are we doing it? Well, and then, um, Sally says, at 4 o'clock, she says. And Tracy says, okay, let me, I'm going to prepare myself, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to be there, he says. And then hangs up again. So it was set. But then she called him and said, listen, make sure you call everybody else because make sure you call everybody else too. And then he says, no problem, cool. And then they hung up again. So it was time. They got they got prepared. They got the rest of the now. They painted their signs that they got a couple weeks ago, and they started painting their protest signs. The signs are like, movies are good, movies are great, you know, that whole stuff. And they worked on a chant for a couple minutes. Fast forward, it was time. So Abigail, Margaret, and Sally all went into their car with their signs and everything else too. And they were ready to go, right? They were like, and then all of a sudden they got into, and it was time. They were protesting. When all of a sudden, Peter and her protesters was also there. And they were like, they were doing, they had, okay. So they were like, in, so they were like, doing each other. They were doing each other, you see. And they were like, their protests, and then their protests, and then their chants, and then their chants, and it just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so, this went on for a couple hours until one anti-movie protester got into an argument with a pro-movie protester, and then a fight broke out. People were punching. Sally ran into the fight, broke it up, but then someone accidentally punched her in the face, and Abigail got pissed. And so she punched the other guy in the face, and the other thing it just became a fight. The news were talking about it. The news reporter got punched in the face by accident. It was pandemonium. And of course, Abigail had to take Sally out of there along with the rest of the former students. And she got them out of there. They get into the car and they were like, okay, that went horribly wrong. Um, and then they were like, we need to drive. The police are about to come. We need to drive right now. And so that's what they did. They they got their seatbelts on and then they just drove off. They drove off. They get home. Sally is heavily disappointed in everyone except Abigail and the rest of the team. But Peter, she's pissed and also very disappointed in. But, she says to herself, I am very disappointed in myself, but also them. Not disappointed in myself a little bit, but I tried. And then she cried. No, she didn't cry. She, just talked to herself for a while. And then she went to the guest bedroom, and then she got undressed, and then she went to bed. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below while you while while you're doing these subscribing stuff. Ring that bell notification to get notified, and I will catch you later on. I will catch you later. Bye bye.